Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing a simple makeup tutorial. I am a little bit congested today, so I apologize in advance. So first I went in with that Pond moisturizing cream, and then I go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. The foundation I'll be using today is by Maybelline. All the exact products will be listed down below in the description box. So now I'm blending that product in with the Real Techniques face brush. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydro Concealers. I don't remember the exact shades, but they will be in the description box. I put that on my nose, my cheeks, my chin, my forehead, and I make sure to carve out my eyebrows because I'm doing my eyebrows last. And another thing I like to do to kind of get that lifted look, I like to go at an angle against my eyes. You can see like kind of where the liner will be. And next I spray my face down with the Morphe spray. The key to getting a long-lasting base is to spray it down after each product you apply, foundation, concealer, so on and so forth. You want to make sure you spray your face down. And here I am just blending. I like to blend twice. What I mean by that is I'll blend first with the concealer brush, and I'll go back in and blend with a foundation brush. This way, like the edges of all your products will be very seamless because you'll be blending with the what you add under the foundation, and then you're going back over it with the concealer brush, if that makes sense. And now I'm using that same concealer to reverse contour. I'm going under my cheekbones and drawing a straight line. Well, not straight, but you want to like align it with the shape of your own cheekbones. And for the actual contour, I'm going in with these contour sticks by Kkao Beauty. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but these, I just got these, y'all. I seen her videos on YouTube. I was like, yeah, I gotta get these. And so far I like it. I believe I'm the shade Black Coffee. She has all shades, y'all, all complexions. You're gonna find a shade for you. So now I'm going with a smaller concealer brush to contour, and I make sure to blend it into the beginning of my eyebrows. So it'll be very smooth whenever I do go in and actually do my eyebrows. And y'all know we all love a bright under eye, so I'm going in with this lighter concealer. I believe it's by Tarte, and I'm taking that in just on my nose under my eyes to just really give that a pop. And I'm spraying my face down again, y'all. Yes, this is key to getting your makeup to last you all day long and having just a smooth, flawless face. Next, I'm going with this e.l.f. Putty blush. I don't know the exact shade, but it is a red. So now to set everything, I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution setting powder. It's like a 2-in-1, but I use the pressed powder side. I don't know the exact name, but I promise you everything's in the description box. So I set everything that I just put concealer on, contour, so on and so forth, just so like it won't really transfer whenever you put on your clothes and you know. And yeah, I was watching Death Note while I was doing makeup, so that's why I'm looking at the TV crazy. And when I tell you, like the last few episodes of that show is where it really got crazy. I really love that show. I feel like out of all the animes I've watched so far, I give that one like a 10 out of 10. So here I am. I'm just going in and applying eyeliner. Since I wear contacts and my eyes are just prone to start watering, I prefer to do that first so that like later on when I finish my base, I don't want my eyes to run and mess up anything. So next I'm going in with the setting powder by Beauty Bakerie. The exact shade will be down below. While I set under my eyes, I like to press it in also because I'm not really big on baking. I just want to set it, but like, you know, still have the, how to put it, like still have the parts of my face carved out. So now I'm going in with the bronzer from the Morphe 80 palette. I like to use that to just blend out the edges of where I just applied the baking powder. As for the rest of my face, I use a darker shade to actually contour and just shape my face. So now I'm taking that same brush I used earlier to apply that translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna brush away all the baking powder except under my eyes. For blush, I'm using the same blushes in that Morphe complexion palette. It comes with highlighter, contour, bronzer, blush, everything. So I highly recommend that y'all get it. Alright, so now onto the brows. Can y'all believe this was actually my first time doing the brows last? I haven't seen y'all do that on social media. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it on myself. So I've done it on my clients, but wanted to try it on myself. So I'm going in with that NYX brow pencil, I think in the shade Espresso. I'm just carving out my brows. I didn't really want to do too much. I wanted it to look natural, which is why I actually like doing the brows last now. And then next I take that brow gel. I believe it's by Makeup Revolution. I'm going to conceal my eyebrows with the same concealer brush I've been using. And then after that, I'm going to blend it out with the short Real Techniques brush. Alright, so let's start on the eyeshadow. The transition shade I'm going to be using is from the Zulu palette. It's that dark brown in the top right, and I'm just going to blend it into my crease. So next, to make my crease a little bit darker, I'm going in with this dark brown shade from Morphe Supernatural Glow. I'm just going to blend it into the crease. I just wanted it to be a little bit darker. So next I'm going to be using my finger to apply this shimmer shade to my eyes. I did accidentally use the shade that you saw and the one that's next to it. And you're going to see in a few seconds that I realized they weren't the same color. So then I just ended up mixing both of them to get that color. So now I'm going back in with that darker brown shade from the same palette just to deepen the crease. So now to blend out the setting powder under my eyes, I'm going to go with the Maybelline Fit pressed powder in the same shade as my foundation. And I'm just going to take that and blend it out so I can kind of tone down the light powder color. And here I am blending in some more of that darker eyeshadow color because I felt like it wasn't dark enough. Remember, y'all, like I said, you want to spread on every layer of your base. So now I'm going back in and reapplying some of the products that I felt got toned down when I did my setting powder, such as the bronzer and the blush. So here I am blending some more of that brown color, yes, again. And now I'm taking a flat brush and using that e.l.f. gel liner to line my eyes. So now I'm gonna take another small brush and I'm gonna go in with a like black eyeshadow and try to smudge that eyeliner a little bit. And so here's when I decided I wanted to kind of give like a smoked out eyeliner look. And me personally, I love a good wing, so this is actually something new for me, trying to like just smoke out eyeshadow into making it look like you know, eyeliner. So now I'm just applying some mascara. I believe this brand is ColourPop. I didn't like how harsh that black eyeshadow was looking initially, so I just came in and tried to like tone it down with the brown eyeshadow again. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I was getting impatient with this makeup look, so I went and I took out one of the, you know, rods that in my hair just to see how it was looking, and it came out really nice. So now I'm gonna go on with my Morphe Translucent lip liner, and then I went in next with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Taro, I believe. And then to top it off, I used this Milani lip gloss. I'm just smoking the wing off some more. Y'all, this is when I feel like the look really started coming together. I'm glad I just kept going back and forth, you know, just trying to smoke it out and make it look, I guess, seamless, because this is when it really started to look good to me. After I set my face again, I'm going with this eyeshadow that I actually use as highlighter. It's from Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette. So I popped on some lashes, and now I'm gonna go in with the same foundation brush I used earlier and just blend out everything, you know, just make sure it looks seamless, into your neck, into your ears. So like whenever you wear makeup, you shouldn't be able to see where the makeup starts and your skin ends. So now I'm just taking that same dark brown I used earlier to smoke out my waterline. To set my face, I'm going back in with that fluffy brush and using the same setting powder from earlier. So while y'all see the time lapse of me taking out my hair, I figured I'd talk to y'all more about my hair. Yes, I do have microlocs. I've had my hair locked since about late November, so I just made 6 months recently. I dyed my hair a couple times to get that red because it didn't take at first initially, and I left these rods in for about a day. I hope y'all enjoyed this get ready with me. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.